Welcome to the latest edition of the Stephen A. Smith Show, live from New Orleans, as I have been all week for Super Bowl week. Obviously, I'm coming at you over the digital airwaves of YouTube and, of course, iHeartRadio. As always, I'd like to take a moment to thank my subscribers and followers. We've now eclipsed 1.08 million subscribers, okay, on YouTube, not to mention the millions of downloads we've had on iHeartRadio over the last few months. Can't thank y'all for the love and support enough. Keep it coming, and I'm going to keep on coming. Obviously, we're here in New Orleans for Super Bowl Sunday. We're not going to be here this Sunday because I don't feel like being here this Sunday, but we're here, or we have been here all week for Super Bowl 59, and that's where we're going to get started because there's nothing else to talk about, or should be to talk about today. The Super Bowl kicks off Sunday night, as I just said, right here in New Orleans when the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles. There's history on the line for the Chiefs, who have become the first team in Super Bowl history to win 3 in a row. No team has ever done that. As for the Eagles, this Super Bowl represents a rematch of Super Bowl 57 when Philadelphia lost to Kansas City 38-35. However, if the Chiefs want to three-peat, they're going to have to beat the best team they've played in a Super Bowl in the Patrick Mahomes era. Since their Week 5 bye, the Philadelphia Eagles have gone 15-1, posted a plus 27 turnover margin, and won their games by an average of 13.8 points. Before I make my pick, here are the results of our Super Bowl poll. Looks like my followers are picking the Eagles to win. Here's what I think, okay? This is what I think. I just want y'all to think right now. And as you can see...
Yep. Yeah. So... All right. Oh. I don't know. Some of this coffee, too.
What are you doing here?
Spicy.
Hold on. Did you just pick up my tea and drink out of my cup?
Picked up our tea. Our, we're plural now.
You gonna get your ass kicked on a Friday? You gonna pick up my tea? Man.
Now we not blood.
What are you doing here? How did you get here?
Exactly.
How'd you get here?
You really want me to tell that story?
Go ahead and tell it.
So, Mr. Smith here, that's what I'm calling you now, because my nephew Tism is up for sale. I'm buying a new uncle, and this is why. I was at the airport, and I'm like, my flight is 3 days late? How long you been here?
I've been here since Monday.
Right. My flight was Monday.
Yeah, I was looking for you.
Oh, you was
But you didn't show up.
You booked?
Oh, excuse me, I know you ain't gonna lie with the cameras rolling. Don't make me kick your ass, okay? You sat up there and called me and said that you had some business to handle, so you didn't know if you was gonna get here till later on in the week. And then I see you just walking in. I ain't get no text message. I ain't get no phone call. You didn't say, Uncle Steve, I'm coming to town. You just popped up.
You booked me a connecting flight. The layover was 3 days. I smell like the airport. Yeah, I'm gonna come here and tell the truth. I don't know.
That's a freaking lie. I had a layover. Ain't no layovers for 3 days.
That's what I thought.
That's a BS excuse. What were you doing the last 3 days? Because you ain't been here. You ain't been here working. What were you doing?
I was at the airport trying to get here.
At the airport trying to get it. Which airport? Oh, what you studying for? What's the hesitation? What's the hesitation for?
Because I didn't book my own flight. I just got it. They woke me up in the middle of the night. I got off, and then it was time to sit in the airport. So every time I woke up, I'm like, when's my flight? Tomorrow. Spirit. Flying on Spirit Airlines over here. Where's Dan Orlovsky?
First of all, it's Orlovsky. So you mispronounced his name. Secondly, I've never put you on Spirit Airline, but for the record, because we don't want to find ourselves getting sued or anything, I happen to like Spirit Airlines. I've flown Spirit. I've flown Southwest. I've flown Delta, United, American, JetBlue. Okay, I've flown all these airlines. Okay, we ain't gonna sit up there and denigrate airlines because of your tardy ass.
I like Spirit too. I spent the last 3 days with him. Anyway, what are we talking about? I like Kansas City.
No, we didn't get into Kansas City yet. What's up with the wardrobe? Why are you still wearing the same hoodie you had on last show?
This is not the same hoodie. It's called merch, so I got about 20,000 of these. When you gonna wear yours?
I'll never wear that. That will never happen.
So you're not gonna wear this, but
that will never. And why your head is superimposed, like it's so much larger. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is.
So once you come on home, that's how your head gonna look.
Once I come on home?
Yeah.
No, I got grandma's head.
What that
You
mean?
know what I'm saying? I mean, it's small.
Don't disrespect my grandmother.
You mean my mother?
I'm saying, you said you got grandma's head so you can't get a boulder? You trying to scared to show your head?
Yeah. That's exactly the truth. You accepted you were bald when you were 22. I'm able to fight it off. So I've been able to keep my hair in my 50s.
Well,
You
that's a
had
fight
to
you ain't
lose your
winning.
hair at 22. You lost your hair 15 years ago.
And I've accepted it. That's a fight that you've been losing. I'm not willing to be losing
How am I
fights in
losing?
front of
How am I,
everybody, in
how
front
am I
of the
losing
world.
it? Do you realize that my receding hairline has been here for the last 15 years? It hasn't gone back any further. You know it's true because Grandpa's hairline stayed the same all of those years. It's just what we're born with. You couldn't live with the fact that you was going to have a receding hairline, and then you got the George Jefferson joint where it really, really left you. So you're the first bald dude in our family. Do you realize that?
Well, with all the money you got, you need to take some of the hair off your eyebrows and just make it move up a little bit.
I wasn't thinking about that eyebrows, man.
That's
I
what
was
I'm-
actually going to shave something on the side, put it up
And
on
just put it at
top.
the front?
You know what I'm saying? I was going to do something like that. I thought that would work.
See, people with money. People with money.
You know?
I'm glad it's us now instead of just you.
How's it us? When did you earn any money? When you going to show up to work so you can actually earn your money, so I can actually justify the money that I do give you? When you going to do that?
You never heard of nephewtism? Yeah, I got you.
Nephewtism. I thought you was going away with that. You was putting yourself out on the market. So now you back to wanting to be the nephew, and it's nephewtism now. Now you back.
Yeah, because you know what? You not staying till Sunday? Well, I'm here, so
You can keep my room. It's
Keep your
Motel
room.
6.
All right, we can-
Motel 6 right down the
all right,
block.
all right.
Motel 6 right down the block. You can keep
All
that.
right, keep the
You know
room
what I'm
in.
saying? Ain't no room service. Towels cheap. You know what I'm saying? The soap is one of them little square bars of soap and shit that don't really, really bathe you. Oh, go ahead. You keep room. You have it. You have it.
that's
You know what
why.
I'm saying? That's right. Half the time you don't look like you want to shower.
Right in front of
any damn
everybody.
way.
Right in front of everybody.
I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real. Since you always being real, right? Respect your uncle, boy. Respect your uncle. Let's go to these picks. So I don't know which team you picking, whether it's Philly or Kansas City or whatever. Do you need some help in me breaking stuff down before you make your picks? Or
I
do
really
you got
don't.
it covered?
I got it covered.
Go ahead. Who you got?
Well, I got the Chiefs winning, and it's because I support GOATs. I want to see somebody go all the way out. Patrick Mahomes wins.
Why are you talking away from it's inexperienced? Because you're a
I'm
super
sorry.
audience here. You
It's
don't know
because
what
I'm in conversation. It's because we related.
saying.
I feel like we at the house.
Right.
But Patrick Mahomes, if he wins this, he's the GOAT. I already feel like he's the GOAT, but I feel like it's no argument.
What
if
would
he
be
wins
your
it.
justification?
Three-peat? That's never been done.
It's true. I'm proud of you for knowing that stat.
Come on. 7 years in the league, 5 Super Bowls.
Really? You
That's
knew
a pretty-
that too?
that's a pretty good ratio, isn't it?
That's a brother doing his homework for a change. That's more homework than you did for K through 12, bro. I'm proud of you.
All right, let's put this out there. I watch more games than you.
How is that possible?
How
How is that possible? That is a flat out lie.
What time you gotta wake up?
You understand what I'm saying?
What time you gotta wake up for first take in the
What
morning?
time do I go to sleep?
What
How
time-
many TVs do I have? How many times? Tell me this.
You never
Tell-
home.
Tell me this. Tell me this. When have you seen me not watching a game? Other than when I'm driving. When have you ever been around me and I'm not watching a game?
Are you not a soap opera star?
Yeah.
All right.
I wouldn't say a star. I mean,
But you be on it.
I appreciate you acknowledging. I mean, I didn't say that about myself, but since you feel that way about Brick from General Hospital, that's what y'all need to know is Brick from General Hospital. That would happen to be me. I really appreciate you recognizing that. Next time, say Brick.
Josh's uncle.
Just next time, say Brick. I can assure you that nobody associated with General Hospital knows who the hell you are. They ain't thinking about your black ass.
Damn.
Okay? They thinking about Uncle Steve. Brick. You understand?
Yeah.
That's right.
So when you gonna give me a spot on there? Because people been reaching out about me acting in their
They have
stuff.
not
I
been
told them
reaching-
I'm exclusive
that
to
is-
I'm
that is-
exclusive to your situations.
That is not true. The General Hospital nor any soap opera hasn't even thought about your ass. It's just the truth. It's true. Let me tell you this. Going back to the game,
Right.
here's what I'm thinking. Patrick Mahomes is that dude. He's special. I think Travis Kelce, people want to say he lost a step or whatever. I think he's going to show up in the Super Bowl. I'm not sure how much faith I have in Hollywood Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Xavier Worthy. Yeah, they can make plays, but can you rely on them against a top-rated defense like the Philadelphia Eagles? I don't know about that. I know Patrick Mahomes is spectacular, and it's Tom Brady and him right now. He three-peats, he's in the conversation. I don't know if you could definitively say he's the GOAT because Tom Brady beat him not once but twice. He beat him in the AFC Championship game, he beat him in the Super Bowl. But to go to 7 straight AFC championship games in his first 7 years, to go to 5 Super Bowls, to win 4 if he were to win, you got a legitimate argument for him. So I will say that even though it's not definitive. Here's what I think, though. I kind of think Philadelphia might win this game. Saquon Barkley wasn't on the squad 2 years ago. And when you look at the Eagles' offensive line, their average size is like 6'6", 328, something like that. I mean, these brothers eat cows for breakfast. So you know they could plug some holes for you. My thinking is, because they could do that, I'm just in the mindset that Saquon Barkley's going to get off. The defense is number 1. Number 2 in scoring defense. Number 1 in total defense. Top 3 in third downs and red zone defense. Patrick's going to get his. You're not going to stop him all game. But are you going to stop Philly? Saquon, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith at the White House, Dallas Goedert just tight end. I think Saquon's going to run for over 100 yards. First time somebody's going to do that against Kansas City in the last 19 games. I think it's going to be a thriller. And I think it's going to come down to Kansas City having the lead. And Philly having the ball in its hands with Patrick Mahomes having to sit on the sidelines with a lead, praying his defense is going to stop Philly. And Jalen Hurts is going to get it done. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win. Okay? I believe they're going to win 34-30. Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl championship.
So if that goes down, you're basically saying, according to your prediction, if they do lose, it won't be Patrick Mahomes' fault.
Right.
So how does that what does that do for his GOAT
No, I'm
status?
saying that I think he's number 2 to Tom Brady.
Even if he loses?
He's number 2 now.
Right. So if he loses, he doesn't drop?
He gonna drop because of Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen? Somebody? No. He's still gonna be number 2. He just ain't gonna ascend to number 1.
So you have Patrick Mahomes ahead of
Joe Montana? Steve
Joe Montana
Young?
right now? Yes, people.
I have him ahead of everyone. Everyone but Tom
So
Brady.
with the loss today,
Even with the
Sunday,
loss, I have him ahead of everybody. That's Troy Aikman. That's Joe Montana. That's Steve Young. That's Roger Staubach. That's Terry Bradshaw. Okay? I have him ahead of everybody.
he'd still be ahead of them if he loses.
Dan Marino, John Elway, Peyton Manning. I have him ahead of everybody. Everybody. I'm going to give you the last word because you usually don't have shit to say when I put you on the spot like this, but I'm going to give you a last chance to say something constructive before you get on out of here.
No, it's not. It's not about constructive. What everybody, because I'm a watcher of the comments because I like to know how I can improve.
Really?
Yes.
So you really think there's room for improvement with yourself?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
Always.
I thought you just felt you were so flawless that there was nothing to improve at all because you that dude. Yeah. You Bronny James of the media. I'm Bronny James, 55th draft pick. That's you.
You must have watched that video a lot of times.
No, I was sitting next to you. I don't have to watch the damn video. I was sitting
so-
right next to you when you said it. I'm the Bronny James of the media. And I know I heard that millions of people are watching stuff like that. So you calling yourself the Bronny James of the media, right? You know, I'm really not supposed to be here, but I'm here. I'm your nephew, you know.
At the time, I was I was Bronny James of the media.
That was a month ago.
2 months ago.
That was a month ago.
December 4th.
It was a month ago.
I remember the day.
That's my recollection. It's a month ago. Go ahead.
So who would you say I am now? Because Ronnie James ain't.
Unfortunately, you're
Good.
my nephew. That's my answer to that question.
That's it?
I'm forever. So, what do you mean that's it? That's the ultimate privilege.
Oh,
Because-
really?
Yes, because being my nephew means that we're from the same bloodline, meaning that my mom, God rest her wonderful, beautiful soul, was your grandmother. The one that babied you, that always made it feel like
When
you
I
were
was
the
a baby?
victim.
You're supposed to baby me.
Excuse me. She didn't baby you when you were in your 20s.
Oh, my God.
She didn't baby you when it came to us. She did every little thing you did. Steven, I'm very upset with you. You can't talk to Josh like that. You can't do it like that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
That wasn't grandma.
Yeah, she stopped bullying. Yeah,
Excuse me?
She stopped bullying. She doesn't like when you come down. You come down to me unnecessarily, and now the world is seeing it.
So in other words, you used to go to her.
I didn't go to her. She could see it. I don't go to the
point out-
world.
Excuse me?
I don't go to the world. Everybody's saying like, "What's your uncle's problem with you?" I'm like, I don't know.
They say that? I haven't seen any of those comments. I haven't seen
You're not looking
anybody
hard
say in
enough.
the
You're not
comments,
looking hard
what's
enough.
wrong with your uncle? I haven't seen any of that. You're making that up.
You're not
Just
looking
like you'd
hard
make
enough. You
stuff
don't.
up. Just like you'd make stuff up with grandma. That's what you would do. That's what you would do. You put your head down and you was all quiet. This is what you do. You just go like,
Cause
and she feels sorry.
Cause it's
And then you'd walk
deflating
away
how
from
you
her,
act.
And then you walked away from her and you smirked and smiled because you knew she didn't see how slick your sorry ass was.
Listen. While we right here, you still never answer my question, and you never do.
Which is
If Michael Jordan was on the team in '94 and Scottie Pippen left, would they have won a chip?
I did say they would have.
You said that they would have.
They would have. They would have. They would have beat Houston. And they would have beat the Knicks.
Disrespect.
They would have beat the Knicks in that series against Hubert Davis and those boys. They would have certainly beat the Knicks. Absolutely. Absolutely. They'd beat Indiana too. Absolutely. No question.
Michael Jordan and nobody would have beat Indiana?
Michael, not nobody, without Pippen. You didn't say nobody.
So who's
You said
it?
Without, somebody else is going to be there. Still have Tony Kukoc.
Don't even matter as long as it's somebody. Tony Kukoc?
Excuse me. Nobody could play defense like Scottie Pippen.
Right. So if he's going, how you just going to win?
Dudes who could play offense and you had size. We ain't going to argue about that. It's Super Bowl Sunday. We're not going to argue about this. We're not going to argue about this.
This is the support for Michael Jordan.
You know what?
Crazy.
Get the hell out of here and go and enjoy New Orleans. All right?
Can I go to the game?
Goodbye, John.
I need a skybox.
Yo, that shit is not happening. Not at all. Coming up, he won a Super Bowl for the city of New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, mind you. The one and only Drew Brees is in the house. He joins us next. He'll be sitting in that chair. A real football player, a real athlete, a real knowledgeable football mind will be sitting in this chair instead of my nephew. Isn't the world beautiful? Get out of here, man.
All right, y'all. Let's break this down Texas style. We're talking about the hottest debate in American football right now. Has Patrick Mahomes already surpassed Tom Brady? Some folks swear up and down that Mahomes is the greatest quarterback to ever sling a football, while others say he's still chasing the GOAT. Now come Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs superstar has got himself another shot at history, aiming to pull off something no team's ever done. 3 Super Bowl wins in a row. That's right, a three-peat, something even Brady never managed with the New England Patriots or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The showdown's going down against the Philadelphia Eagles, and folks, you better believe all eyes are on Mahomes. Now, if you ask his teammate Sky Moore, the conversation's already settled. He says Mahomes is better than Brady, better than anyone who's ever played the game. And look, when you watch the guy play, it's hard to argue. The man's got an arm that could launch a football clear across Texas. He's dropping dimes. On the run, throwing no-look passes like he's playing backyard football. The numbers don't lie. 3 rings already, and he's just getting started. But here's the kicker. Mahomes has squared off against Brady twice in the playoffs and come up short both times. That's the part folks can't seem to shake. Analysts at ESPN ain't so quick to crown Mahomes just yet. Paulo Antunes laid it out real clear. Brady's got 7 rings, played over 2 decades, and his consistency is unmatched. Mahomes? He's on track to be the best, no doubt, but he's still got to keep stacking those championships. Football ain't just about talent. It's about longevity, discipline, and winning when it matters most. But let me tell you something. When Mahomes escapes that pocket, flicks that ball 60 yards downfield off 1 foot, and pulls off the kind of plays that leave your jaw hanging open, it makes you wonder, are we watching the best to ever do it? So here's the real question. Does Mahomes need to match Brady's ring count to be considered the greatest? Or are we already seeing a new era of dominance in the NFL? Drop your thoughts below, 'cause this debate ain't slowing down anytime soon.